Recording now. So welcome, my loves. Welcome to day two of the Mechanics of a Quantum Leap Masterclass in Playshop. Day one was all about the masterclass. Day two is all about the Playshop. Today, we're taking action. Today, we are doing the things. We learn the things, now we're gonna do the things. And I have been sitting all morning, all yesterday, really tuning into what wants to come through and how we can support ourselves to truly cultivate and create a quantum leap, a mini miracle in our lives. And we've got a full lineup of scheduled activities. So I'm excited. As I began all things, we began by creating sacred space. We began by grounding, anchoring, and presencing ourselves here in the now moment so that we can truly be available to receive all that's available for us. So if you are in a place and space to do so, I invite you to go ahead and close down your eyes. Close down your eyes and begin taking a deep breath into your heart, into your body. Big breath in. Big breath out. Let's do two more big breaths in with a sigh or a sound on the way out. Open your mouth and make a sound. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more. In and out. Move your attention, move your awareness into your heart space, into the sacred space of your heart, this beautiful seed of light, this gold seed of light, your atom seed. And this atom seed begins to act as a magnet. And set the intention to call back all of your energy, all of your light, all soul fragments, all of your consciousness, calling all parts of you back from all time, space, realities, dimensions, peoples, and places. Calling your energy back from anything that's in the past that's happened. Calling your energy back from anything that you've got going on later today or later this week. As we anchor and presence ourselves into the here now moment. Allowing yourself to feel collected, to feel presenced. We're going to call in your higher self, your oversoul, and your I am presence to be closer to you now more than ever. To enter into the sacred space of your heart and to begin beaming your soul's light from your heart into every particle of your body, beaming your soul's unique essence and light into your cells, your subatomic particles, into your blood, into your bones, your organs, your tissue, and allowing yourself to be illuminated by your soul's unique light and essence. We're going to call in your divine team in light and spirit to be here now to create and hold sacred space. We're going to call in the archangels now because the work that we're doing today is truly sacred. We want to enforce the sacred space that we're creating. We're going to call in the east, Archangel Raphael, the keeper of this emerald green ray, inviting in this emerald green ray and fire into your space, into your four-body system to cleanse, clear, purify, and align your mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual body. In the south, we call in Archangel Michael, keeper of the sapphire blue ray. And we call in this sapphire blue ray and light into your space, into your room, and into your four-body system. In the west, we call in Archangel Gabriel, keeper of the diamond white light. Often people see the light as a yellow or an orange color as well. Calling in this angel, this fire, this light into your space and into your four-body system. In the north, we call in Archangel Uriel, keeper of the ruby red ray, calling in this archangel, calling in this light into your space and into your four-body system to cleanse, clear, purify, and align Now we call upon the angels of the vertical plane, calling upon Archangel Metatron, keeper of the solar grid, the solar ray, this beautiful iridescent gold light, inviting this light, this ray down into your room, seeing, feeling, imagining this light going down your walls, coating your ceiling, coating your windows, your floor, sealing in the room, sealing in this space with this beautiful golden light. Calling in Archangel Sandalphon from underneath us. Sandalphon is bringing in the Earth's grid, the Earth's crystalline grid, this beautiful silver gold grid. And we're inviting this silver gold grid into our space, into the floor, moving up into the walls, the windows, and to the ceiling. We're going to now invite these rays, these lights into our body. From above us, we invite in that golden sun, solar grid, down into our crown, into the third eye, into the throat, into the heart, anchoring here into the heart space. And underneath us, we invite this crystalline earth grid up into our root, into our sacral, into the solar plexus, and finally into the heart space. Here we invite heaven and earth to meet, to come together in the sacred space of our heart as we become a bridge, a conduit, a channel for light to flow effortlessly through between heaven and earth. We are the neurons of Mama Gaia, of Mother Earth. We call upon Source, Mother, Father, Goddess, God, to be with us now, to enter into this container, this Zoom container, into our rooms, and to overlay this experience. And we set the intention to open ourselves up to receive the highest divine support, inspiration, guidance, frequencies that will support us in truly creating a quantum leap, a miracle in our lives. Taking a deep breath into your heart, inviting your heart to expand even greater, even more. Whenever you're ready, you can open back up your eyes and bring yourself back into the space. Aisha, excited to have you here, sweet soul. All right, my loves. How are y'all feeling today? How's y'all's energy moving today? I shared I was feeling all sorts of crazy energies the last few weeks. And yesterday I felt so off, but today I feel a lot better. I feel like meeting and coming together with you all was a big part of that. I feel slow, less energetic than yesterday, unfortunately. That's okay. Ebb and flow, right? We've got the ebb and flow of energies, gratitude and peaceful. Love it. All of you is welcome here. All of you is welcome here. All emotions are sacred. And even the contraction is, in fact, some of the most sacred times of our lives. It may feel dense, it may feel heavy, and it's hard when we're in the thick of it. It really is. But if we can trust and know that it is serving a purpose, if we can trust and know that when we begin to expand again after that period of contraction, that we're going to expand even greater than where we were previously. So here we are, day 2, the mechanics of a quantum leap. If you are joining us for the first time, don't worry, we're going to recap yesterday's concepts for you. And a quick little recap. We've already opened our sacred space. Yesterday, we went into the principles, theories, studies of quantum physics. We discussed universal law. Hi. And today we've got a whole series of exercises that we're going to work through and move through, which I'm really excited. And all of them are incredibly intentional. We've got a guided channeling exercise. We've got a divine decree. We've got some EFT tapping to clear blocks. We're also going to reprogram our subconscious through the tapping. We've got some breath, some gratitude practices. We're going to move into heart-brain coherence. And then we're going to go through a guided quantum leap visualization meditation. So we've got a full day of activities. So let's do a quick recap. Let's do a quick recap so we can tune into all that we learned, or we remembered rather, because nothing that we learn in this lifetime is new information for us. That's so important to recognize. We are not separate from the source of all information. So, and we've lived so many lives of mastery. So we really are just remembering these truths. So we know this so deeply within the spiritual community, but everything is energy, my love, and quantum physics is actually proving this to the greater population of scientists. Everything is energy. At the smallest subatomic level, physical matter is not actually physical. It's energy. It's photons. It's light. Electrons condensed, slowed down so that we can perceive it. It's an illusion of light with energy force fields, electromagnetic force fields supporting this illusion. 0 point energy, this idea of space, right? The space in our atoms, or the space that we see here now, it is not empty. None of this is empty. It's full of information, full of potential energy. And all possibilities exist in the here now moment. Superposition, so particles, and you'll see I put some things in parentheses because again, we're relating quantum physics to the spiritual world. So we're combining quantum physics and metaphysics essentially. So particles, also reality, can be in multiple states at once. Everything is a possibility. It doesn't have to be either or, it can be both and. The observer effect shows us what, again, we've known esoterically for thousands and thousands of years, that particles, well, first, particles behave as a wave until observed. So all electrons, all light particles are a wave, and then when observed with the application of consciousness, the wave function collapses and an actual particle can be seen. So all reality exists as a possibility. All reality exists as a possibility until consciousness collapses that wave function, and then we observe that reality. Quantum entanglement. So this is the law of one at play. This is the holographic reality at play. So when particles are connected, they are able to instantaneously communicate with one another at any distance. Similar, consciousness is connected, and we're able to instantaneously communicate with anyone at any distance. This is how Reiki healing or distance healing works. We're able to tune into the frequency of the being that we're wanting to send loving energy to, or when we pray or we're holding someone in the energy of love, when we say, I'm going to send you love and light. We're instantaneously sending them love and light. Consciousness is connected. This is the idea of telekinetic or not telekinetic, telekinesis is a little different, but being able to think of somebody. We think of someone and they think of, then they text us right away because we are instantaneously connected. Non-locality. So particles are not limited by time and space. Yes, telepathy. Thank you, Tia. That was the word I was trying to think of. Telepathy. So non-locality. So we're not limited by time and space. Consciousness is not limited by time and space. Particles are not limited by time and space. Quantum jumping. So electrons can instantaneously jump from one orbit to another. So can we. Our consciousness, our manifested reality can instantaneously jump from one reality to another. And to jump from a higher state, these particles absorb energy. This jumping from one lower ring or lower orbital to a higher orbital actually creates more space as well. So when we are cultivating higher degrees of energy in our body through the power of gratitude, love, appreciation, shifting of our beliefs, shifting of our perception, when we generate high amounts of energy in our being, the atoms in our body are absorbing these, the electrons are absorbing these and creating more space. And now we know that space is not empty, but it's full of potential possibility. So we're only allowing ourselves to tap into even greater, even more potential possibility for our lives by cultivating this energy. So this is actually how we cultivate a quantum leap in our reality, is we're creating more space in our atoms, allowing us to tap into the endless potential possibilities available to us. Quantum unified field. All physical reality is birthed from this vibrational field of information. Our electrons are constantly moving from a wave to a particle, a wave to a particle. So we are constantly being birthed from this quantum unified field. We are not in the field, we are actually the field. It is of us, and we are constantly being birthed and rebirthed from it in any given moment. This is how quantum leaps occur, is that we're choosing a new reality and we're being rebirthed in this new reality instantaneously. The caveat, and we'll get to that at the end, is to stay in that frequency, to stay in that new reality. So today we're going to facilitate a quantum leaping experience, but we'll get into how you can maintain that frequency. Parallel universes and timelines. So the universe is split into multiple parallel realities, and each timeline corresponds to a different possible outcome. So to observe another reality, you have to perceive at a different frequency bandwidth. It's like a radio station, right? All of these stations exist, and you tune your dial to choose which frequency you're going to tune into. We are simply tuning this dial to choose a new radio station for ourselves, a higher, more aligned one of our choosing. Holographic universe. Every independent particle contained in a hologram reflects, mirrors, and contains the information of the entire pattern. That's how holograms work. Meaning that every cell in our body is encoded with the blueprint of the universe. We are not separate from source. We are not separate from the quantum fabric of reality. We're not separate from anything, for that matter. The desires that we wish to manifest in our life, we're not separate from that. It is us. We just have to choose it and believe in that choice. So let's get into a recap of our principles of deliberate creation. So principle 1, if you did the assignment last night, if not, no worries. But the first one is the principle of desire. Desire is the first step of all creation. Without desire, nothing happens. Desire is the catalyst that awakens our highest qualities, our greatest human potential, and our full spiritual power. It's God, goddess, source, whatever you choose to title the divine orchestration of allness that we are. It's the divine's desires to be lived through you, to be experienced through you. That is why you exist, to experience. So the principle of alignment, the energy that you are broadcasting through your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and expectations must be in energetic resonance with the outcome that you desire. Often we have a desire, but we're not in alignment energetically to that desire because we have unconscious programming that tells us we can't have that, we can't do that, we can't be that. It's also important to recognize that alignment is a moment-by-moment decision. We don't just align once in the morning or once today, and then that's all that we have to do and think that we're going to manifest our desires. Every day, throughout your day, you're going to have things that are going to come up and cause doubt, frustration, anger, feelings that don't, heaviness in your body. And you have a choice to continue realigning with the reality that you want. And this is not to say we should emotionally or spiritually bypass by saying, I'm not going to feel those feelings or emotions. Those are there for a reason, to show you that you're not in alignment and to get curious so you can find out where you're not in alignment. The principle of focus. So you can focus on the abundant nature of the universe, or you can focus on the lack that you see in front of you. You can choose to direct your attention to your desire's absence, which is only going to keep it away, holding it away from you, or you can imagine and delight and its eventual becoming, which is going to draw it closer to you. The principle of joyful expectancy. So we create with our beliefs of what is possible and probable. As you believe, so you create. In fact, joyful expectancy is probably, which how we expect something is dependent on our beliefs, right? But of what is possible and probable in our life. But this is almost more important than the desire itself. This is almost more important than any action that we could take. Do we believe that we can have that, create that, be that, do that? And are we expecting that? Are we expecting our own failure? So whether you create a joyful, abundant life or a life of struggle and hardship is a direct reflection on how you perceive the world and yourself in relationship to it. One of the practices that I share, and that in fact, it's my number one spiritual practice that I choose to share and embody, is unity consciousness. Through the law of one, we are not separate from God, source, the fabric of reality. We're not separate from each other. We chose to come here and experience this reality. That's the perception that I choose to align with. I am limitless, infinite abundance already. There's nothing I have to hide, fix, or prove because I am everything. You are everything. Principle of having. So the state of wanting, yearning, or needing something is created out of the perception that you are separate from it. I need this. This neediness induces stress, anxiety, and desperation, which only pushes our desires further away from us. That energy is the energy of not having. And so you are literally broadcasting out to the universe, I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this. And the universe says, okay, we're not going to give it to you because you don't have it, because that's what you're broadcasting. We, through our emotions, our expectations, our thoughts, our beliefs, are telling the universe what we want. It's like placing an order. And little did we know that by saying what we don't want, we are telling the universe that that's what we want. So instead of focusing on what you don't have and the lack of it, focus on what of the feeling and the felt sense of having it. Redirect your attention from what's missing to the presence of abundance and appreciation, gratitude. Ooh, what a powerful practice gratitude is. The principle of loving. Holding our desire close to us, courting it with our loving attention, thinking loving thoughts about it, greeting and acknowledging it in others when we see it, instead of seeing somebody who's tapped into their soul purpose, who's living a life of abundance and being jealous. Celebrate it. I have it right here. One of my mantras, bless that which you desire. See the abundance in the world. Look for it. When you see evidence of it, you're going to create more of that in your life. And fall in love with the process of creation and manifestation. There's always going to be a gap between your new desires and where you are, your new desire and where you are, your new desire and where you are. So can you fall in love with that gap? Because that's the process of creation. We are creator beings of the Most High. Can you fall in love with that gap? Can you fall in love with the process of creation? The principle of surrender, surrendering your need. So this isn't just surrender and the divine will give it to you. This is a different surrender. Surrendering your need to figure out how, who, what, when, and where. Those are details, and you're not here for detail management. The universe has got that. Your higher self has got that. That's not your responsibility. In fact, by focusing on those details, you are limiting yourself. You're limiting the divine. You're closing off opportunities. So that's not for you to figure out. You don't have to. You just have to wait for that next inspiration for action while continuing to hold your focus on what it is that you want to create in your life with loving attention. So placing your attention on the essence and the feeling. We now know that thoughts do not create things. It's the conglomerate of our energy that creates those things. So feeling is thoughts are electric, sending out an impulse, and emotions are magnetic, drawing what we desire to us. So feeling the feeling of what we want. And trust, this is where the surrender piece comes in, trusting that the universe and our divine self will provide it to us. Provide all that we need including the inspiration for our next action steps. And then finally, the principle of action. All of this is internal energetic. And even action itself can be both internal and external. So anything that sets energy into motion is action. So both your inner action and your outer action is essential for the attainment of your desires. So allow yourself to take inspired action daily. And that might not mean physical external action. That might mean spending 5 minutes every day to focus on your desires. 5 minutes every day to feel and imagine what it is that you want with loving devotion. So forced or contrived actions are a waste of your energy. If you feel like you have to do something, you should do something, that's the energy behind the reasons for your actions, then you're wasting your time. You would be more effective, it would be more effective use of your time to focus on visualization and waiting for the inspiration for that next outward action. So anytime you feel the need to force yourself into action, it's coming from fear, coming from scarcity, it's coming from lack. You're afraid that you're running out of time. You're afraid that you're not going to make enough money. You're afraid that you're never going to be able to find the most, your divine partner. You're afraid that you're not going to be able to have kids, like if you don't find the right person soon. You're afraid that it's coming from fear. So these principles of creation, I'm going to stop share. These principles of creation are how we truly create. This is how we deliberately create and manifest as a God, goddess, sovereign, divine being. Let me pull up my notes. There was something else I wanted to share. Where did it go? Oh, well, I've lost my, my other page. That's okay. So we're going to come back. We're going to come back here. I don't know where my page went. I had a whole another page that I wanted to discuss. So I'm going to find it. I really want to share a few things from here. Bear with me as I find my, okay, here, I'm going to stop share. Good deal. All right, so we're about to get started. Yay for the refresher. Yeah, Ileana, good to see you, my love. Good to see all of you. Thank you all for being here. It's such a divine pleasure to be in this space with you. So now we're going to move into the activity portion. We're going to move into the quantum leap portion. We're going to move into the reason that we are all here today. Welcome to your future, my loves. Like, welcome to your future. Welcome to your now future. So this whole Playshop is truly about intentional or deliberate creation, and not through what I consider outdated practices like goal setting and vision boards and affirmations, but truly through mastering the energy that it takes to orchestrate every act of creation. So it's incredibly important to understand those universal laws and principles. And the reason being is we're learning the rules of the game so that we can now apply them to truly become the master creator of our reality, so that we can live in alignment with your soul's highest purpose and to create the life of your dreams. So we now understand the quantum physics understanding. We now understand, and we are now going to move into and align with, and it's, here, let me back up. So what's also deeply important around what we're doing here, and again, I want to bring this back up, is that we are moving into a co-creative relationship and partnership with the infinite, with the abundant aspect of the divine that we are. This is truly the key to manifesting with ease and grace. Like, this is the key. Because when we align and move from me, I'm the one that's manifesting and creating this reality, I'm the one that's manifesting and creating these dreams, to the we, as in God, the universe, the divine is here supporting me every step of the way because this is the divine's desires to be experienced through me. I am not separate from the quantum fabric of reality. And we start invoking and inviting in divine support, start setting intentions, but also allowing ourselves to receive and knowing that the universe is here supporting us. When we move into this frequency of unity consciousness, we no longer lack anything because we are everything. We all of a sudden tackle the principle of having, we tackle the principle of surrender, we tackle the principle of loving, we tackle all of these principles simply by aligning with and reminding ourselves of the truth of who we are. So, yeah, let's move into, let some people in the waiting room in here. All right, my love, let's move into our divine decree for today. So within this divine decree, we are utilizing a few different techniques. We are utilizing the power of our voice. Our voice is a powerful manifesting tool within this physical reality. So we're using the power of our voice, and we're actually using the power of setting an intention. We're setting an intention, we're making a declaration, and we're also inviting in the highest divine support for our manifestation. So we are going to say this decree out loud. If you can see it, I pray you can see it. I see Maria over there zooming in with her glasses, trying to see. If you're on your phone, it could be difficult, but we're going to say this out loud together. And there's so much power in saying this out loud. There's so much power in utilizing your voice for this. So if you are ready, say this out loud with me. I now evoke Source, my I am presence, and divine team enlightened spirit to be closer to me now more than ever. I now invoke Source's love to embrace and appreciate the uniqueness of my being fully and completely. With gratitude, I choose to accept that I chose everything I've experienced in my life for my highest and greatest good. In the name of Source and all that is light, by the law of divine grace, I, state your name, Lacey Wilkie, now accept, allow, and receive the guidance, support, and confidence to create the life I truly desire for myself. I live in self-trust, self-worth, and faith. I now offer up to Source everything within my being that is keeping me from creating my most aligned dream life, permanently and irrevocably across all time and space. I welcome the feelings of unworthiness, fear, anger, grief, doubt, shame, and blame, walking through each as the light of Source I am. I now choose to accept that I am a divine creator being of the Most High, and I have the power to create a life that I am in love with. I am Source. I am limitless. I am free. And so it is. And so it is. Joan can see it. Good. I will share that divine decree with you all, but that divine decree is just laying the foundation for the experiences that we're going to get into here today. So the very first thing on our agenda, although all of these things are on our agenda, but let me get to my notes. So we are going to do a guided channeling exercise. And why do I call it a guided channeling exercise? Guided, because I'm guiding you. Channeling, because we are actually going to invoke and call upon your I am presence, your highest aspect of self, to speak to you, to communicate to you. We use that garden analogy. We're going to weed that garden. It's spring, winter came, there's lots of dead stuff left over, and we need to go and we need to weed that garden. We need to get rid of anything that is, decaying, anything that's left over that is no longer serving us, so that we can have a beautiful flower bed that is pristine and clear and ready to plant the seeds of our desire. So we're going to weed that garden through this guided channeling exercise, and then we're going to plant those seeds later on in today. today's activities. So I invite you to grab a pen and paper. We're going to be writing. I'm going to pull up some music so we can have some music during this experience. I just keep closing out all of my things that I need today. So grab your pen and paper, get yourself comfortable. If you don't already have one, I'll give you a minute or so to grab your pen and paper. We are going to have a conversation with ourselves. We're going to have a conversation with ourselves. We're going to get real. So if you were here for yesterday, then the invitation for the home play was to tune into every area of your life and to write 3 or so things that you wanted to create, have, be, experience, or do in each of those areas. If you didn't have the opportunity to do that, no worries. My invitation is to tune into one desire, one area of your life that you want to see an improvement in, that you want something different than what you're currently experiencing, that you want to experience a quantum leap within. You're ready to choose a new reality. Tuning into which area, which desire you want to work with today. So within this guided channeling exercise, we're going to start with our eyes closed as we start kind of creating this space. And we're going to really create a little bit of we're truly entering into a theta meditation state. And then I'm going to pose a series of questions. And of course, you can't write with your eyes closed. So the invitation is to gently open your eyes and write what comes to you. And you may get stuck. You may want to close your eyes again and tune in and feel what's being revealed. If you don't receive anything, don't worry, it's okay. Just allow yourself to feel into, and you can even ask, like, if I did know, what would the answer be? If I did know, don't allow yourself to say, I don't know. So we're going to go into the garden weeding. So go ahead and close down your eyes and begin taking some deep breaths into your heart. The invitation now is to bring your awareness into the sacred space of your heart. You are now in your heart, in this sacred space of your heart. Within this space, you see a throne, a beautiful throne, a beautiful chair. And on this throne, as you begin to approach this chair, this throne, your I am presence reveals their self. Your God, goddess self is now sitting on this throne. This beautiful throne. And as you walk up to him or her, this divine being, you begin to connect heart to heart, like an infinity sign being drawn between the two of you. The loops of the infinity sign being at each of your hearts with this beautiful connecting point in between you. Heart to heart, connecting. And we're going to ask your higher self, your I am presence, to communicate to you, to reveal to you the answers to these questions. And when you're thinking about this desire that you want to manifest in your reality, as you tune into this desire, when you think about this desire, is there any part of you that doubts your ability to experience this? Is there any part of you that doubts, that thinks, I can't have this, I can't do this, I can't be this? Do you feel this part of you? This very human part of you that questions if this is possible for you. Allowing yourself to tune into this human aspect of yourself. The question now is to ask, what fears are presenting themselves? What fears are you feeling around this desire? Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes and just write down what fears are coming up for you. Is it fear of failure? Perhaps fear of success? Fear of rejection? Fear of abandonment or loss? Are you afraid of running out of time? Are you afraid of regret? Are you afraid of the unknown? What fears are presenting themselves? Give them a voice. Give them a voice and let them be heard. Let them be expressed. Write down those fears. Shine the light of your awareness on these fears that are presenting themselves. What's coming up for you? We're going to move now into beliefs. What beliefs are presenting themselves? Do you have any beliefs that are in opposition to your desires? Do you have any beliefs that are blocking you from experiencing what you want? Are there any beliefs that you are not deserving, that you are not worthy, or you're not good enough for what you desire? Write them down. Give them a voice. What does your ego share with you? What does your human aspect share? Allow your higher self, your I am presence, to illuminate these beliefs and these fears, to bring them forth in this safe space. Do you feel like I am not enough? Or my desires do not matter? Do you feel like you are not seen, heard, or appreciated? Do you feel like you don't deserve happiness? Do you feel powerless? Do you feel like you're too much? Do you feel like you're a failure? What beliefs are presenting themselves that are in opposition to your desires? Let them be revealed. Write them down. Give them a voice. Giving you another 30 seconds or so to really write down any fears, any beliefs, any limiting stories. What's revealing itself to you? What's blocking you? What's in your subconscious field? We're wrapping up part, this portion. And now I want you to tune in and ask yourself, what is the story here? When did I first begin believing beliefs? Do you remember an age or a time, or maybe even a particular event or occurrence that happened in your childhood, perhaps, that solidified these beliefs in your subconscious? What is the story? Where did these beliefs come from? Are they your beliefs? Or are they your parents' beliefs? Are they society's beliefs? Are these beliefs even yours? What's the story? When did these beliefs first start? Allow yourself to tune into perhaps the age or the exact event. Write it down. What's the story here? What's the story here, and when did it begin? And tune in. Did you choose this? Are these yours? Do you want to keep them? Or do you want to choose something else? Give this story a voice. Let it be heard. Let it be expressed. Another 30 seconds to complete your writing on this piece, on this story. As you complete your writing, the invitation is to close down your eyes again. As you close down your eyes, there's 3 of you standing in a circle. Your inner child, the part of you that first created these beliefs and stories, the version of you now, and your highest divine I am presence. both you and your highest divine I am present, like Care Bears, begin beaming love into the version of you that first created these stories. See that inner child or that version of you begin to illuminate with light and love as you tell that version of you, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you believed this to be true. I'm so sorry that this is what you were taught. I'm so sorry that you experienced what you experienced. But everything's okay now. That experience has taught us so much. And now we're choosing a different belief, choosing a different reality, so you can let that belief go. Allowing the love of your highest divine self to alchemize, cleanse, clear, and purify the stuck energy of this limiting belief, of these fears, purifying them out of your body. Dissolving, transmuting, integrating. Now that we've alchemized that particular experience or experiences, we're going to now tune into, what do you choose instead? What beliefs are you choosing instead? What supportive beliefs are you claiming right now? Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes and you can write those down. What beliefs are you choosing? What would you like to feel? What beliefs are you going to move forward with? What supportive beliefs are you in choice around? We're going to move into now the energy of expectancy. Tuning into your desire. What are your expectations? What are your current expectations? Do you believe that this is possible? You believe that what you want is possible for you to experience? Do you believe it will be difficult or hard or a struggle to achieve? Write these down. What are your expectations? Do you believe that it has to happen within a certain time frame, or that it has to happen in a particular order? I have to do this and then I can do this. I have to have this and then I can do this. What expectations, limiting expectations, are showing up in your field? Give them a voice, let them be heard. We're not judging, it's non-attachment, we're just revealing. We're allowing ourselves to see the weeds, see the energetic blocks, the ways in which we hold ourselves back. Are you getting too specific about your desire? When you tune into the desire that you created, are you focused on the minute details of how, when, who? Or are you focused on the big picture, the feelings and the emotions of what you want to experience? What are your expectations that might be holding you back? We're going to move on now to the principle of focus and the principle of having. When you think about your desire, are you focused on the absence of it? Or are you focused on the presence of it? Are you pulling in opposition to your desire by focusing on lack? Do you feel this frequency of wanting, needing, like something's missing from your life? That once you have this desire, then you'll be happy. Worried about your desire never being made manifest? How are you pulling in opposition to your desire by focusing on lack? Now, the invitation is to ask yourself, what evidence is available to me right now to support my experience of already having that which I desire? So if you tune into, what are you really seeking? I want freedom. I want happiness. What are you really seeking, and what evidence of that is already in your life? Where in your life do you already have freedom? Where in your life are you already experiencing profound happiness? Where in your life is there evidence to support your desire already being in your life? You want abundance. Where in your life are you experiencing abundance? Abundance of love for your family. Abundance of food in your fridge. Abundance of books on your bookshelf. Where is there evidence for what you desire in your life right now? Write it down. We're going to move on now. Finish what you're writing, finish your thought. We're going to move on to the principle of surrender. The invitation is to ask yourself, in what ways are you trying to control, push, will, or force your desire into reality? Are you trying to make it happen? What ways are you trying to make it happen? Do you trust the universe to support you? Do you trust in yourself to stay focused on your desire and to continue taking inspired action? Do you trust? And are you prepared? Are you prepared to see obstacles or setbacks as opportunity? Are you prepared to trust and surrender to the divine unfolding of this desire being made manifest? And are you willing to see obstacles and setbacks as opportunities that are serving you rather than roadblocks keeping you from going the direction you want to be, but instead detour, taking you on an even better path? Are you prepared to surrender to the process over the next weeks, months, years, as you close that gap? Are you prepared to fall in love with the process of creation? Allowing you to continue writing whatever is coming up for you. We'll give you another 30 seconds or so where we close this experience. Finish completing your thought. Finish writing down what you're receiving from your highest divine self, from your I am presence, your limitless God self, Goddess self. Whenever you're done writing, invitation is to close back down your eyes one more time. Bringing your attention, your awareness back into your heart space. Back into this triad of your highest self, your current self, and your wounded, loving inner child. So much love and gratitude in our hearts for every aspect of our being, for our humanness and our divinity, every shade in between. You grab the hands of your highest self and of your inner child or your self, your ego, whichever part presented itself to you. The three of you, with so much joy, begin to spin like little children, spinning in a circle, laughing, smiling, spinning in a circle, and the spin gets faster and faster and faster until all you see is a blur. All you see is one blur as all parts of you integrate and come together as a whole. All of you is becoming integrated. All parts of you, all aspects of you are coming together. Fully divine union. Spinning stops. Just one of you left. Most beautiful, glorious representation. Your essence. You. All parts of you together, whole as one. Thanking ourselves for choosing to incarnate into this human experience, for choosing to have all of these life experiences that have led us where we are today, and for awakening and choosing a new reality. Thank you to you for choosing your highest divine timeline, for choosing your destiny. Being so willing to go into the depths of your subconscious. Lovingly invite up the shadow so that you can alchemize and integrate it into your being. Taking a deep breath into your heart. Big breath out. Whenever you're ready, you can open back up your eyes. I pray that something new was revealed to you here today. And if not new, then you were able to go deeper into some limiting beliefs or stories or fears that are still there, causing energetic blocks in your field that we've chosen to release and clear and purify and let go of. So we've weeded our garden. This is the start of the garden weeding. Lovingly bringing our intention, our awareness to what parts of us are no longer serving, what parts of our garden are no longer serving. Inviting them to close out, closing out those chapters, closing out those aspects of self. We're going to now move into an EFT tapping exercise to help clear some of these blocks even greater, even more, and to help rewrite our subconscious programming so that we can anchor in these new beliefs even greater. I'm just going to leave the music on. I like it. So coming into this EFT experience, I don't know if you guys, I know many of you already have experienced EFT. EFT tapping is a technique working with our meridian lines, our energetic points within our body. So it's incredible. A lot of people, myself included, are like, how is that going to actually work to do anything? Is it really do anything? It does. It does. It works and creates miracles in people's lives. People who have had incredibly extreme trauma or phobias, where after an hour tapping session, the phobia was gone. Like afraid of snakes, and then they bring a snake on stage and they pet the snake, type, and gone. Or at least dissolved enough that it's no longer impacting their lives in an intense way. So I could go on and on about EFT tapping and why it's so incredible and how it works. And it really is quite amazing. And maybe I'll do a masterclass Playshop one day simply around tapping. But tapping is incredible because of the repetition, the tapping, it calms our nervous system. And we are actually going to actively think about our limiting beliefs. Oh, I love it. Eve says tapping changed your life. That's incredible. It's incredible. See, testimonial right there. It is incredible. It really is. It really does support us to clear blocks, to rewrite our subconscious, and to program new beliefs. It does both. We're doing both depending on what you speak out loud. So it is an active practice. You are going to be tapping on your meridian lines and you are going to be speaking out loud. So let me go through the meridian lines that we're gonna work with today. So we're gonna start on the side of the hand, but once we move past the side of the hand, we won't go back to it. So it's gonna be right here. You can kind of feel, if you tap along with me, you can actually kind of feel the soft spots. You'll feel how you can feel more vibrations moving through your body at certain points than others. So we're going to start at the center of the eye. And we're going to go to the center of the eye, the corners of the eye. Then we're going to go to the center here, kind of right here. That's tapping point 2. Then right here, underneath the nose. And I kind of do this a little bit, which helps the vibrations go deeper into the body. Under the chin, chest, right here. It can be both these like soft spots here, or you can actually tap on your sternum as well. And then the final point is underneath your armpit. If you are a woman and you have a bra, it would be like right where your bra would probably sit. So it's like right here. So those are the points, and we're going to move through them, and I'll kind of instruct you, and you can watch me as I'm tapping to move. So we will flow through these tapping points, and the invitation is to repeat after me. So this is going to be broad and generalized, but I am going to invite you at certain times to think about actively your particular situation. So I want you to think about your biggest, I'm going to put this in quotes, problem or belief that you have, the biggest fear or block, let's say block, that you have to your manifestation. What's the biggest block, fear, or belief that you have to your desired manifestation, to your desired quantum leap experience? And on a scale of 1 to 10, how big does that feel to you? 10 being so big, so huge, I don't know how I'm going to get around this, or I'm ever going to be able to dissolve this. And 1 being, not bad at all, it's almost gone. And give it a rating on a scale of 1 to 10 when you think about the biggest problem, the biggest belief or block or fear that you have towards your desired manifestation, towards your desire to quantum leap, the desired reality that you wish to create. What is it? And give it a number 1 to 10. For you, you can share it in the chat if you want. This is just for you to give a gauge. We'll come back to this at the end of the practice. How big does it feel to you on a scale of 1 to 10? All right, so we're going to tap now. So we're going to start on the side of our hand. And we're going to start with the possibility of a quantum leap, right? Because how could we create a quantum leap if part of us doesn't believe that that's even for us, like that's even possible? Tapping on the side of the hand with me, tapping on the side. Go ahead and start tapping if you aren't already. Even though my life in this area, repeat after me, even though my life in this area is not where I want it to be, I love and accept myself anyways. Even though I wish I was experiencing a different reality, I love and accept myself anyways. Even though I'm not currently happy with this part of my life. I love and accept all of my life experiences. We're going to move to the side of the eye, tapping on the side of the eye. Even though part of me doesn't believe a miracle is possible, even though part of me is doubting that I can create a quantum leap, I am choosing to trust this process. Center of the eye. I am choosing to believe that a quantum leap is possible. I am choosing to believe that a miracle is possible for me. Underneath the nose. I am ready for a quantum leap. I am ready for a miracle. I deserve a miracle in my life. Underneath or at the chin, I'm so grateful for my life. And I'm ready for it to get even better. I am ready for a quantum leap. I am ready for a miracle. Tapping on your chest. Now I want you to tune into your fears, the limiting beliefs that you have around your desire. Really think about them. Really feel them. Where are they in your body? Activate them within your body. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of rejection, abandonment, loss, running out of time, regret. Tune into them now. Now say after me, even though I am fearful that I can't have this in my life, even though part of me feels undeserving or unworthy, I know that this is not true. I know that those fears are not real. Because I am source. I am enough. My desires do matter. I deserve happiness. I am safe to be myself. All of me is welcome here. I am a powerful creator being. My desires are sacred. Tapping on the side. Circle with this one. I am one with the universe. I am one with source. I am one with the quantum field. Moving to the top of your head. Earlier. I have all that I desire and require. I am all that I desire and require. Tapping on the side of your eyes. I lack nothing. I am worthy. Center of the eyes. I deserve a life that I am in love with. I deserve happiness. I deserve fulfillment. I deserve bliss. I deserve ease. I deserve grace. Underneath the nose. The universe is always supporting me. Source is supporting me. At the chin, it's only a matter of divine timing. Soon enough, this desire will be mine. The chest, it already is mine. I can experience it in the now moment. I have all that I desire and require. I lack nothing because I am everything. Go ahead and stop tapping. Short experience, but how do you feel when you go back to that original problem or belief that you have that's blocking your manifestation? On a scale of 1 to 10, how big does that feel to you now? How big does that feel? I said 0. It is here, it's already yours. You got this. Those fears and limiting beliefs ain't got nothing on you. Show your humanness, trying to play small. Diana says she's vibrating. Ooh, you are vibrating. We just tapped some vibrations into our body. I love it. Oh, Tia says, for a moment, I was actually able to see myself doing what I meant to for the first time ever. Ooh, ooh, that's big. So big. It's amazing. Feeling so much more calm. Ileana says still at a 3, but she's a bit tired and hungry. I get that, girlfriend. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in, even though you are tired and hungry, love. We've got to catch up too, by the way. I want to do this every day, says Kimberly. Yes, you can and you should. You can and you should. It's such a powerful practice. Anytime anything comes up for you in your life, where you're feeling less than, anytime you're feeling triggered, anytime you're feeling an emotion that is heavy or dense, this is a powerful, powerful practice. And the reason it's so powerful is because you're not bypassing, you're not ignoring the emotion. you're actually giving it a voice. I feel fear. This is what I'm feeling. I feel frustrated. I feel angry. I feel these things. You're not ignoring it, but you're giving it a voice and you're allowing it to be. So you're actually, by thinking about it, you're activating it within your body, your subconscious, your physical body, all the places it's stored. And then you're down regulating your nervous system. And over time, when you keep coming back to this practice, the number might go from 7 to 3, and then you come back to it and you're at a 6, and you're going to go to a 6 to a 2. And then you might come back to it and you're at a 4. And it's going to get less and less. That baseline of where you're at is going to get less and less. I am God. Everything is mine. I deserve to experience any desire. So worthy of it. Yes, you are. You are. You're so worthy. And all the things that have come up for you that are keeping you in blockage or in a frequency of doubt, self-doubt, of you being able to have that, do that, be that, are things that you chose, because by alchemizing those experiences, it becomes your greatest expansion. It becomes your medicine. It becomes your joy. It becomes your light. So all of those experiences, all of those, can we fall in love with the fear? Can we fall in love with the smaller part of us that's just trying to protect us and keep us safe? Hey, sweetie, I get it. I get it. We've got you now. We're awake now. We know who we are. We know the truth of this reality. We are infinitely powerful and we got you. I love, Devin says from a 10 down to a 3. That's huge. And I am just cheering Aisha on over here because she went from a 10 to a 0, which is pretty incredible. Saying that she feels at peace and confident with her desire instead of stressing about it and putting it on a time frame. Yeah, we got to trust in divine timing. Trust in divine timing. I always think about like that country song, some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers. Like we might think that we want this particular partner, but it needs to happen now. You know, we have this idea, this contrived idea of what we make us happy and what it's got to look like and the time frame of it. Yet the angels, the divine, our highest divine self is like, we've got something so much better for you. You just don't know because you can't see, but we can see, and it's so much better. This timeline is better. This person is better. This job is better. This program is better. Whatever it is, we get so fixated on exactly like it. I need money because I want to, like, I bring this up because it's like, I need money because I want to be a part of this program. Well, maybe someone can gift you money. Maybe some, you know, or I need a job so I can get money so I can do the thing. It's like, how, focus on the thing. Don't focus on the how. Don't focus on what you need to get there. That's our logic linear mind that wants to figure out the details. But when we allow ourselves to be guided by the divine, it's going to unfold so much more magical, beyond what we could have dreamt of. Beyond what we could have dreamt of. All right, let's go up to, yeah. Oh, Kimberly says it's bringing up a lot of emotion, feeling overwhelmed with tears, my love. I feel you. There's so much emotion involved in any of these practices. Looking at what we've created, looking at how we hold ourselves back and choosing something that's even different for ourselves. All right, my loves, we're going to move into the next practices. We're going to go over on time today because that's what happens. Because there's so much goodness that wants to come through and be shared. So see if I can't speed up some things. So we're going to go into a couple of different breathing exercises. And the reason that we're doing some breathing is because our breath opens our energy pathways. It opens the channels. It opens up us to be able to receive higher vibrations of light. So we're going to do some breathing. We're going to move into a gratitude practice, and then we're going to move into the quantum leap activation meditation. The first one I'm going to invite you all to do, I have to move forward because I've got arm things here, is we're going to just, on the in breath, we're going to go forward, and on the out breath, backwards. And you can swirl or you can just do a forward and back, whichever one you prefer. You got it, girlfriend. Go on. So in breath, out breath. In breath, out breath. And allow yourself to just spiral. Spiraling your spine, moving your spine, You've been sitting for a little while, just allow your spine to begin to loosen. Loosening up your back, loosening up your spine. Opening up the energy pathways for the Kundalini energy to rise through and within. Just allowing yourself to loosen yourself up. More seconds. Spirals are incredible. The universe is the spiral, everything's spiral. So when we spiral, we're actually aligning our energy with the energy of creation. So spirals really help us to open up our channel. Anything that helps a movement of the spine helps us to open up our channel. So next we're going to put our hands on our shoulders. I'm gonna back up a little bit. And we're going to in breath to the left, out breath to the right. In breath to the left, out breath to the right. So we have to move even more forward. In, out, in, out. So it's just a twisting. Few more. Stop, big breath in, hold it at the top. Hold it. Out breath. You can just sit there and feel the energy moving through your body. Allow that energy to be redirected through your body. Feel the subtle changes. The next breathing technique we're going to use is called, one of my mentors called it the longevity breath. So it's like a sniffing. So you're going, so it's like a sniffing, like, and then a release. So it's very much in the chest. Oh, the rush startled you. So it's very much in the chest. So we're gonna do this for, I do it for 33 breaths. I will count, you've got this. So ready? Big breath in, hold it. And on the out breath, make a sound. Release, 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 release. Allow that energy that you just built up and cultivated to be redistributed throughout your entire energy body. You may feel a little floatiness or lightheadedness. This is what they call getting high on your own supply. We can have that feeling of floatiness from our breath. And the last breath that we're going to do, Tia already mentioned it, the breath of fire. So breath of fire is a little bit different. This first one, the longevity breath, is in the nose, out the mouth. Breath of fire, I'm going to show you, if you haven't done breath of fire, I'm going to show you a different way to do it. It's all in and out of the nose. We're actually going to start with what we call lion's breath. So you actually do your fingers like this. fingers of your, touching your palm of your hand, your thumb, and then your arms up in this particular angle. So in this breath, it's a pumping of the belly. You really want to pump your belly. So we're going to start with lion's breath, with the mouth open, and then there'll be an invitation to close your mouth if you're prepared to do so. So lion's breath is. And if you want to, you can close your mouth and do it just out of your nose. And this is breath of fire. Big breath in, bring your thumbs to touch above your head. Bring your fingers up and straight, creating a straight line, holding your breath at the top. Holding it, making a straight line with your body, spine straight. You can even do a mula boon lock. You can lock the lower muscles. Focusing your attention on your third eye. And then release. And as you do, bring your hands off to the side around you. Clearing out your energy field. And allow yourself to just feel the energy that has been cultivated. I am sweating now. Turn on the fan. I'm sweating. I'm hot. We're cultivating energy, we're generating energy. I love breath work too. It's my favorite. It's the way I use it every day to start opening up my energy bodies, allowing energy to flow. Okay, moving on to, we're going to move into a gratitude practice, and then we're going to move into our quantum leap meditation activation. We're going to do both of them with our eyes closed. So I am going to make sure this music's restarted. All right. Gratitude allows us to come into heart-brain coherence. Gratitude allows us to activate our heart. Gratitude allows us to come into a theta brainwave state. Yes, you're welcome, Eliana. I love you. Gratitude is magical. So bringing your attention, bring your awareness to your heart space. The invitation is to tune into, what am I thankful for? What are you thankful for? What are you appreciating in your life right now? In this moment, in this area of your life, what is working for you? What are you grateful for? Allow yourself to really feel this gratitude, really tuning into this emotion, this frequency of thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to the divine. Thank you. Thank you for this life. Thank you for these holy human experiences. Thank you for the opportunities to grow. Thank you for the love in my life. Thank you. Allowing your heart to expand even greater, even more into profound levels of love, so much love and appreciation. Inviting your heart to open, to bloom as you really feel feeling of gratitude for the life that you have. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to now invite your heart and your brain to sync up in heart-brain coherence. You can draw an infinity sign between your brain and your heart, connecting these two with an infinite feedback loop, bringing your heart, your brain into harmony, activating the frequencies of love, activating theta brainwave states. Moving back into your heart now, we're going to begin the quantum leap meditation activation. From your heart space, we're going to invite that seed of light to move down through your center line, out through your root, through the earth's many layers, all the way to the crystalline core of Mama Gaia. Here, you're going to anchor yourself. You're going to ground yourself into the crystalline core of Mother Earth, connecting to her, to the new Earth Ascension energies and grid, connecting to the ley lines and the sacred sites all around the planet, connecting to the etheric temples, to the sun discs, connecting with the elemental kingdom, the crystalline kingdom, the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, connecting to the solar dragons, connecting to the dragons now, these beautiful angelic dragons. Coming now back to the crystalline core of Gaia, we're going to bring this energy all back up with us. Up, up, up through the earth's many layers, into your root, sacral, solar plexus, heart. Up through the top now, out through your head. We're going to anchor in multidimensionally. We're going to go all the way to the sun, our beautiful solar sun. Through the sun star, we're going to go to the center of Andromeda. You don't have to know where this is, your higher self does. And there's a beautiful crystal star here. You're going to anchor here into this crystal star, the Crystalla star. This star holds your 12th dimensional angelic human blueprint, the original blueprint of the holy human. Connecting here, meeting with your I am presence, connecting heart to heart. Your I am presence opens a gate. There's a rainbow bridge. You walk across this rainbow bridge as you begin to interact with the pre-matter fields of sound and light. The other end of this rainbow bridge is unity consciousness, is source, is God, is your God, goddess essence. When you arrive to the other side of this bridge, you merge with source. You connect with source. You connect with your infinite, limitless self. This is the truth of who you really are. You are playing a part and a play as a role of a human. It's a temporary experience. Your infinite, limitless experience is source. You are divine. You are holy. You are limitless. This is the part of you that exists outside of time and space. This is the part of you that knows no fear, that has no limiting beliefs. You are whole. You are perfect. You are complete. There is nothing to hide, fix, or prove. You are in perfect health. You are perfect. You are limitless expansion. You are abundance. This is the truth of who you are. You are tapped into the infinite supply of everything that you could possibly desire. You are everything that you could possibly desire. This is you. You are this. Allowing yourself to feel even more expansive, building up this energy within your being. We're going to bring this energy, this frequency back down now, over the rainbow bridge, through the Crystalla star, back to our sun star, back through the Earth's atmosphere into your crown, third eye, throat, and heart. Anchoring back here into your heart space. We're going to now move down to our creation centers. For women, it will be your womb. Even if you don't have a physical womb as a woman, there is still an energetic creation center. For men, it will be the hara, about 3 fingers below the belly button. Bring your awareness down into the center now. We're going to spiral inwards into quantum space, where all possibilities exist. Spiraling into your womb center, your hara center, your creation center. We're spiraling in, 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 even more, even more, even more, until you arrive. You arrive in this quantum space where all timelines and all possibilities exist. Within this quantum space, located within your creation center, look down at your hands and you have a handful of seeds. These are the seeds of your desires. These are what you desire to create and manifest in your life, co-create with source as source. In front of you, you see this garden bed. This garden bed that we've already been weeding. There's beautiful, rich, dark, black soil. Bend down and plant these seeds of your desire in the soil of your creation center. Plant these seeds and bury them with some topsoil. There's a watering can right next to you. with the power of your love. Infuse your love into this water and pour this water on top of your seeds. Water your seeds, nurture your seeds with the frequency of love and appreciation for these desires that are going to be made manifest in perfect divine timing for you. A mini miracle occurs as you're looking at these seeds, and they've already begun to sprout. Little green tendrils are starting to come out of the ground. It's a quantum miracle. Seeing these seeds begin to sprout and grow. You can't see if they're growing roots, strong roots down into the soil, anchoring and grounding your desires into your womb, into reality. You can always come back to this garden to continue watering your seeds and tending to your garden. Seeds might sprout up. You can come back and love them into wholeness. As you stand up from your garden, you see a speck of light coming towards you. This speck of light, as it gets closer, it's a string of light. This waving string of light is your current timeline. It's your current lived reality. And on the snap of my fingers, this single line, this single string becomes infinite string. Infinite streams right in front of you now. Strings of light all around you, shimmering timelines of possibility that already exist in this now moment. Taking a deep breath and allowing yourself to be guided by your desires, be guided by your higher self. You peek into this beautiful symphony of light, strings of light, iridescent light, and you spot the one timeline that is exactly what you desire. The one timeline, the one parallel reality that is exactly what you want to manifest and create, to live into and experience. This timeline begins shining brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. And you reach out into these waves of timelines and you grab that timeline. You bring it to your heart. And as soon as you do, you begin spiraling through a tunnel. And this tunnel at the other end has a white light, and you're going towards this white light, towards this white light. All of a sudden, at the end of the tunnel, this reality opens up. You're on this timeline. You're living this timeline. What do you see around you? What do you feel? Remembering the desire that you wanted to manifest, remembering the quantum leap that you wanted to experience. See it and feel it within this timeline now. Allow yourself to feel yourself living this reality. Allow yourself to be excited, to be grateful, to feel so blessed that you have this, that you get to be this and do this particular experience that you're desiring. See it, feel it. Allow yourself to daydream within this reality. Allow yourself to feel fulfilled, to feel happy, blissful, expansive, deeply loved and appreciated. Allow yourself to see, to taste, to hear, to touch this reality. This reality exists already. You're not making anything happen. It's already here. It already exists. You just cultivated enough energy to tune into it. Feeling this timeline. Say out loud, this is my new storyline. This is my new reality. This is mine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Feeling gratitude for what already is. Feeling gratitude for this manifested reality. Feeling gratitude for the divine supporting you along the way to get you here. Feeling gratitude for the divine unfolding. As soon as you release control, it manifested with so much ease and grace. Feeling gratitude for having this in your life now. Feeling all the feelings that you wanted to experience right now. Continuing to daydream and see and feel your desires as reality. Appreciation for this reality. Gratitude for this reality. We're going to now take the light of this timeline, and we're going to invite the light of this timeline to illuminate seeds in your garden. Inviting this light to shine like its own sun down upon the seeds of your garden, illuminating, feeding, and nourishing your seeds of desire. You can even see them growing bigger, taller. This is your reality. This is your new timeline. This is your new life. This is your new storyline. This is the new you. As this quantum leap experience begins to come to a close, just allowing ourselves to swim in the frequencies of this reality. We're going to bring these frequencies back with us. So embody them in this now moment. We're going to spin up and out really quickly, up and out, up and out, up and out. Back here, landing back in your womb, landing back in your body, landing back in this now moment, bringing those frequencies back with us, bringing this new timeline back with us, feeling grounded, feeling anchored, feeling present, and you can open your eyes. Grounded, anchored, present, open your eyes, open your eyes. This is your new timeline. This is your new reality. Grab a drink of water. You can come back into your body. Maybe pat yourself if that feels good. How do you feel, my loves? How do you feel? How do you feel? He says so much gratitude, Casey. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Just got a few more things before we wrap for today. On top of the world. I love that. Yeah. And all of that can be experienced now. It can be experienced right now. It is right now. We're here right now. This reality is right now. We choose it. And what's so beautiful is, okay, let me share my screen. I have one more piece to this. Back here. We got a little bit more home play. So my loves, the key to any quantum shift or leap is to anchor that new frequency. Integration and the doing of what you do afterwards is the most important part. The principle of action says that you must take action based off of your intention and be guided by your higher self to fully achieve what you've set your mind to. You want to act like this new version of you. Act as if. This is how you help the shift stick, is through your aligned embodied action. So my loving invitation to help it stick is micro alignment. We want to continue realigning with this truth, right? Continue realigning with this truth. So if you want, you can write down or record. I have selected my new reality of blank. It's already mine. I've tuned into it and experienced it. I know and feel its existence. The universe is always supporting me to bring this into reality. I trust in divine timing. I trust in myself. So every day, this is the invitation, if it feels aligned for you, every day you can spend 5 minutes going back to that timeline, going back to that reality and daydreaming. You are literally in training and programming your frequency to that timeline every time you go back into that field. Every time you relive that timeline, you are reprogramming yourself. You are elevating your energy to that truth of what you want to bring forward. So if you spend 5 minutes every day going back to that timeline, or when life throws you for a curveball, because it's going to happen, it's going to throw you off center. This is inevitable. It's the ebbs and flows. Like you're going to have really high days and you're going to have days like I did the last few days where I just wanted to cry, but I was like, I don't have time for crying. I just got to do the things, right? The stories we tell ourselves. So when life throws you a curveball, use this practice to realign yourself. Feel the feelings, don't ignore them, but then choose to come back to this practice. Choose to come back to the reality that you want to create. So welcome to your dream reality, my loves. Like absolutely, like welcome to your dream reality. I do have an invitation for you, and I'll move through it fairly quickly. So some of you already know, I've already had conversations with some of you around this, and I'm really excited to welcome some of you sweet ladies into this experience. So embodiment is key. Embodiment is key. And it's what we do after this that's really going to anchor that timeline shift in our being. So what if you had support to anchor this quantum leap into your everyday reality, and not just this one desire, but all areas of your life? What if you are in a 6-month Ascension Accelerator quantum leap experience where at the end of those 6 months, you are living a totally new reality? That's what I've created. Like, I so deeply understand the mechanics of a quantum leap and how we consciously create the life we want. This is what I've been studying since the very start of my spiritual journey in this lifetime. And Spirit said, let's create a container for it. Like, let's create a container where we can truly work together in like a mastermind type of container to anchor new timeline shifts, to anchor heaven on earth, to anchor new earth into reality. That's what we're doing. We're all here building new earth. But it happens individually with us, and we can come together in containers and do this work together. So if you are ready to learn and embody the universal codes of reality, there's actually 12 laws of our reality, in addition to the quantum laws of creation. Like, if you are ready to anchor these in your being, not just know about them, but be about them, to embody them, so that you can align and manifest your soul's purpose with ease and grace. If you are ready to upgrade your operating system from victimhood and limitation to a quantum flow state of effortlessness, if you're ready to activate your superhuman capabilities and abilities, if you are ready to break free from your limited paradigms and recode your beliefs so that you can change your lived reality, I have an invitation for you. I've created a 6-month, an intimate 6-month group Ascension Accelerator. It's called the New Earth Ascension Academy, and it is to support you in breaking free from 3D limitation so that you can experience quantum leaps in consciousness, and so that you can fulfill your soul's mission as a new earth way shower. This is destiny creation, guys. You have within your encoded blueprint a highest timeline, your destiny path. And it's time, like the time is now. New earth is here. Like, we are here creating it together. And if you look at your life and you're like, yeah, but I know a lot of these things. I know a lot of these tools and practices. Great. Are you doing them? Because I too had a wealth of tools and practices in my toolbox, but I was not actively doing the things every day, or at least not consistently. And consistency is what truly anchors in sustainable transformation. We need consistency. We need to be doing the things, not just knowing the things, but doing the things. So if you are ready to truly go on a journey of self-mastery, I know the word self-mastery doesn't excite everybody, but it excites me. When I hear the word self-mastery, I'm like, yeah, I'm for that. I'm here to master my being, to master the laws of this reality, to master my emotions, to master my thoughts, your thoughts, right? You want to master your thoughts, master your emotions, master your energy, beliefs, perceptions. This is what creates our reality. If you're ready to truly become masterful in a holistic way, and to me, holistic is mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual. That's the holistic aspect. Then the New Earth Ascension Academy is the information. It's the structure, the tools, the practices, the soul family, the support, the accountability that you need for sustainable transformation. Bye, Tia. Good to see you, love. And so the invitation for you, my loves, is this is an intimate container. I'm going to drop a link in the chat. Let's find out if this is right for you. If you're not sure, if you're uncertain, if you're like, I don't know, maybe this could be for me, then I have opened my calendar for free calls, a free one-on-one, because it's kind of an application process. Like, we have to find out if this is aligned for you, and you know, that we're aligned with each other. Are we a frequency match? Some of you I already know and love deeply and profoundly, and you're like, yeah, we are a frequency match. And some of you might be newer to me and my work. And so I'm going to also drop the link for the New Earth Ascension Academy as well in here if you want to review that. And there's a link in there that you can. Yes, Diana, there's 2 women in here that are coming into this experience. Tej, I'm looking at you, girlfriend. We're making it happen. I'm Diana, sweet sister. Bye, love. So if you are looking, if you want to journey together, like, this is an intimate Ascension Accelerator. If you are looking to truly make quantum leaps in your reality, if you are looking to manifest and create a life of health, of abundance, of happiness, if you want great relationships, if you want to be abundant with ideas that serve the world, if you want to be living your passion and purpose, if you want to literally be in love with every area of your life, and you want support to make that happen, not just support, but the container, the support of a mentor, but more than that, the support of soul family, then you've come to the right place. This is meant to be a quantum leap. This is meant to, where's my notes here? This is meant to truly activate the experience of a quantum leap in your reality, and not just activate in every single area of your life, but anchor it, to activate and anchor this new lived reality in your being. So we've got multiple calls a week. We've got group calls. We've got expert speakers that are going to be coming in and sharing their gifts and their wisdom. We've got information, tools, practices that are going to be given weekly so that you can integrate and embody and take the action. This is about taking action. It's about learning the things and then implementing and applying the things. And you, my love, did not come here to live an ordinary life. You are not here for a life survival of repeated self-sabotage patterns and your ego's limiting conditioning. That's not what you're here for. You've experienced that up until now, perhaps, but you are here to truly activate your soul's mission as a new earth way shower. You are here to build a new paradigm built on love and unity. You are a starseed, a light worker, here to embody unity consciousness and to fulfill your soul's deepest yearnings and desires. Your soul's deepest yearnings and desires is an act of devotion to the one infinite creator experiencing itself through you. So my loving invitation to support you in really anchoring in a quantum leap, to truly be supported with the tools to alchemize your beliefs, the limiting beliefs as they arise, right? Ways to, you are going to experience ebbs and lows, highs and lows. And when you have a group of people that are there supporting you in the lows, it gets so much easier. Oh my gosh, it's so much easier. So I would love to support you. I would love to have a greater conversation with you. So the illumination call that I dropped the link in the chat for, that illumination call is a free 45-minute call with me. And I'm going to support you to have a mini breakthrough. We're going to get into the depths of what you want to create for your life. We're going to get into even greater what is holding you back. We're going to create a mini inspired action plan. And then if it feels aligned, no pressure. I'm not here to pressure you. I'm here to find the right people that are ready to journey together in this experience. And if it feels aligned, then I will discuss all of the details of the New Earth Ascension Academy with you. And we'll feel into whether it's right for you. And I must say, like, I am turning away nobody. Like if that, which sounds wild to say, but I am turning away no one. Like if your higher self, if your soul says, yes, this is for me, we're going to get creative and find a way to make it work, to make it happen. If you feel like after we have a conversation and you feel like you're meant to be in this container, that you're meant to journey together with soul family within this experience. Yeah, it does. She says she loved her call. It gave her the push that she needed. So, right, you should book it. What do you have to lose? Thank you, sister. What do you have to lose? I deeply love one-on-one experiences and connections. Like I love getting to show up here on Zoom with you all, but it's so impersonal in a lot of ways. And I don't get to hear your personal desires. Like I want to hold your desires with you and for you. I want to support you to truly manifest and create the life of your dreams. Like that's what I'm here for. I am here to serve and support others in doing that. That's my soul's dharma. Nothing brings me more joy than that. And so if you want to experience a mini breakthrough, if you want to hear more about this experience, if you want to feel what it feels like to work one-on-one with me, then I invite you to book this free call. It's a free 45-minute illumination call. And there's so much magic that happens in these calls. So much magic that happens in these calls. I'm going to share a story. One time, there was a woman that I met with on one of these calls, and she had been trying to birth an online program for a year. And we get on a call together, and so much shifted for her that night she wrote the program that she'd been putting off for a year. She wrote it all. She stayed up to 4 a.m. and totally completed this program. She was like, and this woman wasn't actually spiritual, which is really interesting. She wasn't a fit to work with me, but literally in our hour or so long conversation, energetically, so much shifted for her that she went from a year of putting off what she wanted to create to literally doing it overnight. I mean, this is just from a 45-minute call. Like, it's so incredible what can happen when somebody else believes in you and gives you a little bit of direction or a little bit of confidence just by saying, I believe in your beliefs. Like, I believe in your vision. I believe in your dreams. They're meant to be yours. Let's find out. Let's think of ways to make this happen. Let's do this. Let's get a little logical about it and also feel into it intuitively. What wants to come through? What wants to be created? So I would love to support you. Like, I would love to support you to not only make this particular quantum leap stick, but to tune into all of your soul's desires and to we're going to set our collective intentions. We're going to come together on a group collective ceremony call, and we're going to share our intentions with each other, because where one or more is gathered, magic happens, like miracles happen. So we're going to come together and we're going to serve and support each other by sharing what it is that we want to create. We're going to plant our seeds of desire in our collective field so that all of us can water each other's desires. It's no longer just me creating for me. It's me being supported by we, and we are creating so that we can celebrate each other when amazing things happen in our life. And when things get tough and dense and heavy, that we have each other to lift each other up. And again, the piece about, like, it's about regular inspired action. It's about regularly bringing forth these tools and practices into our reality to truly create a quantum leap and shift in our reality. And if you've got a whole toolbox of tools and you're not using them, what good are they? So this program's got people with all sorts of different levels of experiences that have already said yes. Some people that are newer to their spiritual journey, and some people that have been in this journey for 10, 15 years that are saying yes, because they trust in the ability to come together in this container and to be held and supported to truly create a quantum leap. But if you've never done a group program before, oof, let me tell you, like, there's actually science that has been done that shows the power. There's, I think, a book called The Power of Eight, that shows the power of people coming together, and how when you all collectively are set on the same intention, that intention is amplified and magnified so intensely. Yay! I just got a notification that one of you booked a call. I love it. Welcome. Join me in this conversation. Like, let's just open up a beautifully sacred space so that we can just talk, we can get to know each other, and I can get to hear personally and one-on-one, what is it that you desire to create in your life? How can we begin to create momentum to make that happen? Not make that happen, but to invite that reality to reveal itself to you. All right, my loves, if you have any questions around any of this, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I deeply look forward to continuing to serve and support you guys. I've got some follow-up calls with a few of you coming up next week. So if you're not in my calendar, get in there, my loves, get in there and let's talk. Let's open up a dialogue. Allow me to just get to know you, to love you, and to support you, and to pour into you. And then who knows, maybe your higher self will whisper in your ear and say, yeah, this program's for you. This is exactly what you need to truly create a quantum leap in your reality, to truly make the changes that you've wanted to make for so many years. I mean, this is about stabilizing the timeline, where it's about anchoring the frequency. Have you ever had a transformational experience, like on a retreat or something, and then a week later, you go back to your old state of being and you're like, well, that felt really good. Now it's gone. Where did that go? So we have to be able to learn to stabilize and to integrate these frequencies into our body. So what happens when you enter back into the real world, right? I've got so many tools, tips, tricks to support us, and the container itself of the New Earth Ascension Academy is here to support. So when we get thrown off, that we can come back and anchor back into truth quickly. That's the art of micro alignment. We don't just choose the thing once and then we're done and it happens and we don't ever think about it again. Like, we have to continuously be thinking about it and loving on it and putting our energy and attention into it. So that's why that is why what did I keep calling it? The home play ritual, being able to do this practice and come back into this field and the frequencies of what we experience here today, 5 minutes a day, anytime you're thrown off throughout your day, coming back to your little write down or record that little like, I have selected my new reality. It's already mine. Reminding yourself of what you've chosen is going to be huge. It's going to be key. And I've got a huge toolbox of things that we can utilize. And again, I understand, like I deeply understand, I understand what it takes to create sustainable, lasting transformation. Like sustainable, lasting transformation is key. We don't want to just experience a really big high and then all of a sudden get brought back down to the lowest of lows. We want to sustain that. And that's where true transformation lies. That's where quantum leaps lie. It's not the one and done. It's we need to be able to hold that frequency now. We need to be able to continue maintaining that frequency so we can continue being tuned into that particular timeline reality. Thank you, Lucy. Love you so much. So happy to have you here. I'm going to reach out to you too, love, and we can connect again deeper. You're on my list. All right, my loves, such a pleasure to be here with you. Does anyone have any questions for me in the now moment? Please do not hesitate to reach out. Y'all are all so incredible. Loving you big time. I will be sending this replay out with the links to schedule as well later today. So if you want to tune into what dates and times would work for you later today, again, I welcome you to hop in my calendar and let's open up a dialogue and a conversation. Let's create some sacred space. So I love you. I love you. I love you. Affirmations available for tapping when written down. Affirmations. So if I can recommend, the most amazing resource ever is the internet. And Google has thousands of EFT tapping videos, thousands of them. And are you asking for my particular affirmations? If you're asking for the ones that I had, I could send those out. But if you're looking for just anything that you can say while you're tapping, there are thousands. There's videos around creating a miracle. There's videos around, yeah, I will send them out. I will send mine. You got it, girlfriend. Yeah, there's so many videos on tapping. So like if you're ever, it doesn't matter what it is that you're experiencing, if you want to go find that, and like if you, I'm going to be honest, sexual trauma, like I've experienced that myself. Like there are lots of videos for sexual trauma. If you've experienced, if you're afraid of being seen or heard, like the witch wound that we call it, like there's tapping videos around that. Like there's tapping videos for every belief that you could think of, for every limiting belief that you could think of. There's tapping videos for every story. So anything that came up for you and you want to continue tapping on that to continue dissolving that belief or that story or that traumatic event, there's a tapping video for you. So hop over into YouTube and search EFT tapping Blake. I've done this for so many people. Like I'm sending out those videos that I find for people consistently because tapping is so transformational. And you can just, there's been studies where they didn't do any talk at all. All they did was tap. And simply by tapping for an hour, there was like 56 DNA chromosomes were completely shifted. I mean, just the tapping alone is profoundly beneficial for your nervous system. Profoundly beneficial for your nervous system. We are always in a state of fight and flight, and tapping actually brings us out of fight or flight into a state of parasympathetic chill. And so when we're in that chill state, that's when our body can repair and rest and do all the things that it's meant to do. But when we're in fight or flight, our body's reserving the energy to stay alive. So tapping alone, if you've got any sort of stressful thing going on in your life, you're at work, you know, kids are screaming, whatever, husband's being, you know, or wife, you know, is being a certain way, tapping is incredible for that. In fact, I've had my own miracles around tapping in relationships. I'm not in a relationship anymore. I haven't been in some time, but the first time I used tapping and I really realized the benefit of it was when I got in a fight with my partner. And I mean, I wanted to kill him. I wanted to move out. I wanted us to break up. I was I mean, it was intense. Like it was intense. I don't say kill him, but like, it was intense. Like the energy flowing between us was incredibly intense. And in 20 minutes of tapping, I was apologizing. I was like, I'm so sorry that this happened and that we experienced this. And I see where I was wrong, and I'm sorry, and I love you. And I mean, tapping can be a miracle worker in and itself. In fact, all of these practices can be utilized individually, but what we did today was to really create a foundational structure of weeding the garden. Again, tapping into the frequency of love, of appreciation, of gratitude, bringing ourselves into theta and heart-brain coherence. Cultivating energy, because we now know that quantum leaps need a big amount of high vibrational energy. So when we cultivate lots of energy, then we can experience that quantum leap, because we actually have energy to, and we want to open up our energy pathways. We want to generate energy through breathing. I mean, there's so many ways we can generate energy into our being. Movement, breath, and gratitude or love, like actually through the power of emotion. So all of those things are deeply, each of these practices is deeply impactful and powerful for you to be able to utilize in your everyday reality, whenever these are your toolbox, right? We want to load up that toolbox with the most efficient and effective tools that we can find. And if you don't know this about me, I am all about efficiency and effectiveness. I'm all about efficiency, effectiveness, sustainable transformation. Like, I'm not here just to, do the ethereal, spirituality. Like, we're here to actually make changes in our life. And we're here to do it in a way that feels good, but also works. And so I've deeply studied in the, 6 or 7 years of my journey in this lifetime. I've deeply studied every tool modality out there, and really found my way of working with them that works for me. So I love you guys deeply and profoundly, and I pray that this was a beneficial use of your time. For those of you who stayed all the way here till the 3:30 mark on my time, so that stayed for the full 2.5 hours, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. You're incredible, and I love you. I love you all. So y'all, I pray that you pass 9. Not too bad. That's not too bad. One of the women, I don't think she's here now, messaged me and said that she woke up at 4 a.m. yesterday to join this. I was like, oh, that's commitment. That's so much dedication. She actually said that she asked the divine that if she was meant to attend live, that she wakes up in time. And she said she woke up at like 3:48 or 58. So she was able to attend live yesterday. I'm like, oh, girl, I'm incredibly honored that somebody would wake up that early to come and spend their time in a container with me. Because 4 a.m. is early for me, real early for me. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being a human, a star seed, a divine being of the Most High on the planet at this particular time. We are way showers. We are literally building a bridge from the old way of old Earth, which is rooted in fear and separation. And we're building a bridge to a new way, a new Earth that is rooted in love and unity. And we are the bridge builders. We are the way showers. So the world feels wild and chaotic because it's crumbling. The old structures are crumbling, and they must crumble before we can build a new. So we are crumbling these structures, and the world is chaos, and energies are chaos, and there's energy flooding the planets from all different directions, and we're purging anything that's no longer serving us. I mean, if your life feels wild, if the energies around you feel wild, it's because they are. And we're building a bridge, a path for a whole new way of being that's going to be so much more nourishing and grounded. So thank you for being here. Thank you for the work that you do, and all the work. We change the world by changing ourselves, by choosing to heal our ancestral trauma and choosing a new reality for ourselves. And because by that, we become a magnet. We don't have to go tell everybody, even though we want to, as as light workers. We don't have to go and tell everybody about the amazingness of the spiritual journey. They're going to see it. They're going to see the magic in our lives. They're going to see what we create for ourselves. And they're going to come to us and say, what are you doing? Like, what secret sauce have you found? Because you're different. I can't tell you how many times people come up to me or reach out to me and they're like, you are not the girl you were in college or high school. I'm like, oh, I am. I'm exactly her. I love that version of me. But I'm much happier. I'm much happier. This version of me loves me. That version was trying to be someone else for everyone else. This version of me loves me, deeply loves my life. And I found happiness from within, not from the external things and other people. So keep being your bright, beaming, beautiful lights, sweet souls. I love you. And I look forward to coming together in the near future. And get on my calendar if you haven't done so. So I love you guys. Mwah. You have a beautiful day today. And I'll see you soon. Bye.